Hi you all, this is Manisha Narang and welcome back to Leverage IELTS, brought to you by Leverage Edu, your trusted study abroad expert. In this video, you will see a band 7.5 interview with an IELTS aspirant who is all geared up to take the IELTS speaking module. Welcome to the speaking module of the IELTS test. My name is Manisha and I'm your examiner for this part of the test. I'm recording this for marking purposes. What's your full name?
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Preeti Deepa Dash.
Can you tell me if you consider yourself a polite person?
Well, yes, I do think I'm a polite person. I believe in treating everyone nicely and patiently without insulting anyone unless provoked. I also make it a point to apologize when I make mistakes and express gratitude when someone helps me.
Well, that's good to hear. In your opinion, is it important for a person to be polite?
I think politeness is crucial because it showcases good manners and helps individuals earn respect from others. It is an essential component of good social skills that can help people expand their social network, which can have a positive impact on their personal and professional life as well.
Well, can you describe some ways in which people in your culture showcase good manners towards others?
In my culture, it is customary for juniors to greet their seniors with proper honorifics and speak politely. For example, during meals, individuals are expected to wish others a pleasant meal, and younger generations are taught to wait for their elders to finish before cleaning up.
Interesting. Have you noticed any changes in politeness over the past few years?
Yes, definitely. In my experience, people have become less polite to each other over time. This may be due to, changes in etiquette and codes of conduct, where in the past, social class played a very significant role in how one was expected to act. However, in today's society, respect must be earned through hard work and effort.
Well, let's move to part 2. And I have a question for you. I'll give you a minute to prepare for it, and then we'll speak on it for 2 minutes. The question is, describe an old person you know. You should say what relationship you share with this person, how often you meet them, and what other people think about them, and why you like him.
Thank you. Well, I have the pleasure of knowing a remarkable person named Anay, who happens to be a dentist and the owner of a clinic located just beside my home. Despite the age gap, I consider him a very dear friend, mainly because of the frequent visits I make to his clinic for my dental checkups. Anay is a very friendly person who always engages in interesting conversations with me. Our acquaintance goes back almost a decade back as I moved to the area around that time. He is a well known and respected person in the community due to his years of dedicated service as a dentist. His kind and approachable nature makes him, quite popular among the locals, and one can always spot people conversing with him at the clinic. Moreover, Anna is actively involved in community activities such as volunteering at old people's home and organizing events like the Diwali Mela. What I particularly admire about him is his ability to empathize and provide support to those in need. Once when I was going through a rough patch at work and didn't have anyone to turn to, Anna patiently listened to my problems and offered valuable advice. I'm truly grateful for his willingness to make time for me and help me overcome my difficulties. In general, visiting Anay's clinic is always a pleasant experience, thanks to his warm and welcoming demeanor. His cheerful disposition is infectious, and it's no wonder that he has won the hearts of many in my community.
At what age should people retire from work, and why do you think so?
Well, honestly, my ideas are quite radical here. If it were me, I would choose to retire at an early age with the required financial security. Of course, primarily because it would allow me to do and enjoy the things when I would still remain healthy and active, both mentally and physically. Besides, the retirement age issue becomes a bit irrelevant as long as someone is enjoying his or her work or activities. As I told you about Anay in the previous answer, he's almost 48 and still has no issue with his work. Anyway, ideally, if a person enters his career at the age of 25 and spends his time mindfully and efficiently, then he should retire at 45, which would allow him a good 15 years to enjoy his life before starting to consider himself as a senior citizen at the age of 60, of course.
What problems can a person face after retirement?
It all comes down to how people choose to approach retirement, honestly. Most people face two major issues. The first is financial, of course, and the second is health, both physical and mental. We all know that when people retire, they often struggle to meet their financial needs because their steady income source disappears. Also, they could suffer from health problems as they age and become physically inactive. But most importantly, their mental health, it just gets ruined rapidly because they believe they're no longer useful to their families or society for that matter.
Why do companies encourage early retirement?
Well, in my opinion, it can be for various reasons. Some companies may encourage early retirement because they might want to make room for younger candidates with more innovative and dynamic ideas. Some companies would also encourage early retirement in order to save money by letting go of highly compensated employees, while other companies promote early retirement because they have met their financial goals and do not expect their companies to grow further.
Well, that's the end of your speaking test. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This was all about the speaking module. I'll come back with more interviews so you can see what you should do and what you should not. Stay tuned for more content and don't forget to like and share the video and subscribe the channel. Hit the bell icon to make sure that you're notified of all the upcoming videos.